As generative AI really transforms the way that people consume content, one of the things that we're seeing is stable in the next 12 to 18 months is the connection that people have with the stories and the characters that they watch through streaming. That's a really powerful, valuable, engaging environment, and we're seeing people lean into that, and it's creating a unique, stable opportunity for advertisers.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Data Cloud Now. I'm currently in New York City at Advertising Week, where I'm now delighted to be joined by David Dworin, Chief Product Officer at FreeWheel. David, great to be back with you. Really looking forward to this conversation.
I'm really looking forward to catching up.
David, FreeWheel's mission is to connect the TV ecosystem. How has the ultimate business value of a unified, holistic approach to ad campaigns evolved since we last touched base, and what new trends are emerging in this space?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say since we last touched base, we've seen the continued progression of the key ideas we've talked about in streaming. And one of those is the ability for an ad to be seen by the right viewer at the right place at the right time. So now with streaming, you can take your video content wherever you want, but we're increasingly able to customize those ad experiences in new ways. And we're seeing publishers and advertisers work together on that. One of the trends that we're seeing shaping form is the increasing importance of audience and the ability to really target those advertisers, target those viewers, based on something about the content that they're viewing, based on who they are, based on the relationship that they have with the publisher. And so we've been seeing a big rise in audience-enabled campaigns. We've been seeing a rise in programmatic and the ability to have decisioning for those campaigns happen holistically for buyers. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the massive impact that AI and artificial intelligence and advanced machine learning models are having on the ability to run real-time optimizations that are helping publishers to optimize their yield based on audiences and content and the diversity of demand that they have, and helping advertisers to reach the right people at the right time with the right creative based on the characteristics of the audience.
Great insight. Thank you so much for getting me up to speed on all things FreeWheel. I know we last spoke about a year and a half ago. It's an exciting time indeed. The AI Data Cloud's easy, connected, and trusted platform is designed to handle data at massive scale. How is FreeWheel leveraging this to help your partners find the right balance between maintaining strict data policies and providing the flexibility they need to drive business value?
Yeah, so we think that the Snowflake tools that we use are really great. They've helped us to enable for our publishers the ability to share transaction level data in a controlled and secure fashion. And what we mean by that is every time we show someone an ad, we register a line in our log files, and there's really valuable information in there about what was watched, who watched it, what they did afterwards. And there's a lot of different ways publishers and advertisers want to use that data. They might want to use it from a measurement perspective to see what was seen and did the audience align with the audience that I thought it was going to be or that I intended. They might want to do attribution and say, did the people I exposed to this ad, did they actually convert? Did they buy something later on? And in all of those cases, the publisher might want to limit the information that they're passing along. And so we've been using that technology to give our publishers a really easy solution for data sharing, but also the ability to control what gets shared with all of their downstream partners, so they only reveal the necessary information while allowing their advertisers or other publisher partners to run the type of advanced analytics they want to do. And increasingly, that's everything from how do I measure the performance of my campaign to how do I use it to build incremental new models that will help me to deliver optimizations and be more effective in the future.
Very well said, David. And as we know, the media landscape is constantly evolving with new innovations and platforms emerging. How is FreeWheel helping its customers stay ahead of this change? And how are you using data and AI to power new solutions for the future of the TV and premium video marketplace?
So one of the unique differentiators for FreeWheel, and that we really lean in on, is the flexibility and the customizability of our platform. And so when we think about new data and AI solutions, we think about them in two ways. One of them is what are the solutions that we have built into our platform? And we have dozens of machine learning optimization models, all across the platform, working every single time we get an ad request to say, how can we deliver this in the most efficient way that's the most valuable to the advertiser and most valuable to the publisher, balancing all of the different viewer experience and other restrictions happening. And we put those directly into the platform. But I think uniquely to FreeWheel, we also create the ability for our partners to build their own models and integrate them into the system. And so we have partners that are building customized bidding agents based on their own AI and machine learning to help to deliver performance outcomes for their advertisers, or to help to deliver specialized reach and frequency management. And we really try to enable that for all of our partners by being an open system that allows them the level of customization they need for each of their different business roles and business objectives that they have. And so by doing that, we're able to take all of the data within our system that we make accessible to them, and we make a lot of data in the most controlled fashion we can accessible to our partners so they can make smart business decisions and build their own tools on top of it. And they can feed those into their own optimizations and then see the results on the other end. And being able to do that and being able to implement both our own optimizations to add value across the board, but also create a platform for our publishers and our advertiser partners to build on top of, allows us to unlock all of the value in the ecosystem beyond what any given model might be able to do.
Well, David, always a pleasure sitting down with you. From your seat, what's next for FreeWheel, and what do you see as the biggest opportunity for growth in, say, the next 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, as generative AI really transforms the way that people consume content, one of the things that we're seeing is stable in the next 12 to 18 months is the connection that people have with the stories and the characters that they watch through streaming. Whether that's live sports and a connection to the teams and the players, whether it's reality television and a connection to the characters and the drama, or whether it's scripted series and it's a connection to the stories and the characters within it. That's a really powerful, valuable, engaging environment, and we're seeing people lean into that, and it's creating a unique, stable opportunity for advertisers. And so what we're trying to do in the next 12 to 18 months is say, how can we use data to make the experience for viewers, publishers, and advertisers better in all of those environments? And we're going to do that through our buyer cloud, which gives buyers an unprecedented ability to get access to their own data within it, but to activate first-party audiences and customization within the streaming world that's never been available before, with our curation hub that allows them to curate content and audiences into their own packages for the advertiser. And in our publisher suite, which is our streaming hub, giving our streaming hub advertisers the ability to access new supply that's streaming adjacent to create better offerings for their advertisers, new targeting abilities building on top of their data, and better in-platform analytics and solutions there that just help us to achieve what we're really driving for, which is this direct connection between an advertiser, a viewer, and a publisher that delivers the most value for the advertiser in terms of their objectives, the most yield for the publisher, and the best experience for that viewer.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out. Safe to say 12 months from now, we sit down and have a follow-up conversation?
Sounds great. We'd love to do it.
Always a pleasure, David. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon.